Todd Monken has finally spoken. After John Harbaugh criticized the team performance against the Chiefs, the Ravens offensive coordinator decided to break his silence and set the record straight. But what he said might completely change the way you look at Baltimore's offense. The team scored fewer points than expected. The offensive line struggled, and Lamar Jackson left the game hurt. So how does Monken see all this? Is he calm, or is there more behind his words? Stick around, because we're going to break down every detail of what he said, how it affects the team, and what could happen in the next games. Even with one of the most productive offenses in the NFL, the Ravens stumbled in a way that grabbed attention. In their 37-20 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, head coach John Harbaugh didn't hold back when criticizing offensive coordinator Todd Monken's game plan. From the outside, it might seem odd. After all, Baltimore only trails Detroit and Buffalo in points scored this season. But inside the team, Harbaugh made it clear that when execution fails, accountability has to be addressed. The loss showed that numbers don't always tell the full story. Even with a high-powered offense all season, the Ravens struggled to keep up their rhythm, adjust plays, and protect quarterback Lamar Jackson against the Chiefs. Harbaugh, known for his high standards, used the setback to highlight areas he felt could have been better, directly impacting the final outcome. What stands out is that this wasn't surprise criticism. Harbaugh knows Monken is experienced and understands that adjustments are part of the job. But he wanted to make it clear that against top-tier teams like Kansas City, talent alone isn't enough. Execution has to be flawless. It's a reminder that every detail matters, and even one of the league's best offenses always has room to improve. This situation sparked discussion because it highlights the delicate balance between trusting the coordinator and holding him accountable. Monken has the freedom to design the plan, but when things go wrong, he needs to recognize it and correct it quickly. And this theme of internal accountability, responsibility, and handling pressure leads us directly into the next point: how Monken reacted to these criticisms and his mindset under pressure. Even after the tough loss to the Chiefs and Harbaugh's public critique, Todd Monken stayed completely calm and confident. He made it clear that he wasn't caught off guard because all the points raised by the coach had already been discussed internally with the team. Monken knows that in football, criticism is part of the process, especially when you're on a team with elite expectations, like the Ravens. For him, the key is focusing on what he can control. Instead of letting external pressure or the coach's words get to him, Monken prefers to break down every play and decision, seeing what worked and what didn't. He emphasizes that taking responsibility and finding immediate solutions is the way to improve. This mindset shows both maturity and experience in handling extreme pressure situations. Monken also stressed that criticism doesn't change the team's routine. He and his staff continue studying opponents, adjusting schemes, and finding ways to execute the offensive plan as efficiently as possible. For him, the focus is on maintaining consistency, even when external factors or injuries make execution more difficult. What's clear is that his calm approach stands in contrast to the pressure felt by Harbaugh and the media. Monken understands criticism exists, but it doesn't destabilize the team. And this ability to stay level-headed under scrutiny naturally leads us to the next point. Even with confidence and preparation, the team still showed clear struggles on third and fourth downs. The game against the Chiefs made it clear that talent and planning don't always guarantee perfect execution. The Ravens managed only 20 points, their lowest total of the season so far. On top of that, the team struggled in critical situations, just 3 of 10 on third downs and 1 of 4 on fourth downs. These shortcomings showed that even with defined plan, the team had trouble turning opportunities into points. The Chiefs' defensive pressure exposed the team's vulnerability in key moments. Plays that usually work became harder to complete, and decisions had to be made quickly. Each mistake was magnified by the context of an away game and the need to maintain offensive rhythm. It was a stark reminder that at the highest NFL level, small details can make a huge difference in the outcome. Monken acknowledged that the game plan was clear and that the Ravens had the tools to execute, but factors like defensive line pressure and injuries limited performance. The situation reinforces the idea that even talented teams need constant adjustments and precise execution to succeed. These struggles on third and fourth downs highlight the importance of responsibility and maintaining elite standards, which is exactly the focus of the next topic. Monken knows the Ravens must sustain an elite level, even when games don't go as planned, and this expectation is central to the team's offensive approach. Todd Monken is very clear on one point. When performance falls short, there's no room for excuses. The responsibility lies entirely with the team and coaching staff. He stressed that the Ravens are expected to play at an elite level, something they've already proven on the field, but has to be maintained consistently. Every player, every decision, every play matters, and mistakes must be corrected quickly. He also highlighted that excellence isn't automatic. No matter how talented the roster is or how well the team performed in previous games, daily work, play analysis, and strategic adjustments are essential to staying competitive. Monken makes it clear that each game is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and reinforce the team's ability to remain among the best. The offensive coordinator also emphasized that every detail is critical, from protecting the quarterback to running routes and blocking. He expects players to understand their individual responsibility within the collective plan and knows that small mistakes can impact overall performance. This focus on consistency and excellence keeps the Ravens competitive, even in the face of adversity. This scenario naturally leads into the next point, a defense under pressure and the points allowed, which creates added stress on the offense and challenges Monken to keep production high even with a physically limited team. While the offense has been efficient, the Ravens' defense has been stretched thin. So far this season, the team has allowed 133 points, nearly matching their offensive output. Injuries and physical were compromised defensive consistency, forcing the offense to shoulder even more responsibility to make up for mistakes. This double pressure creates huge challenges. The offense has to score reliably, but also suffers when Lamar Jackson's protection falters. Each point given up increases the need for offensive efficiency, and the team has to react quickly to maintain performance. Injuries and fatigue on defense make the task even tougher. Monken knows the offense doesn't operate in isolation. He relies on defensive support and needs to adjust the game plan when Jackson's protection breaks down or the opposing defense brings extreme pressure. The team's adaptability is tested on every play, and focus and discipline are critical. This brings us to the next point naturally, issues along the offensive line and Lamar Jackson's injury, which directly impacted the offense's execution and highlighted the need for quick adjustments and alternative solutions.
All right, we're already past the halfway point of this video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't left a like yet. It's really important because it helps YouTube keep showing you my content so I can keep bringing you the best news about the Baltimore Ravens. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free and it really helps. Thanks. Now let's get back to it.
Against the Chiefs, the Ravens' offensive line faced major challenges. Starting left tackle Ronnie Stanley was dealing with an ankle issue, and center Tyler Linderbaum was playing with a calf injury. These physical limitations directly affected Lamar Jackson's protection, making it harder for him to lead the offense safely and effectively. Even with a hamstring injury, Jackson stayed in the game for more than 2 quarters before being replaced by Cooper Rush. Keeping him in was risky, but reflected the importance of trying to maintain the offense's rhythm against a relentless Kansas City pass rush. Even with a set plan, execution suffered due to the physical state of the line and constant defensive pressure. The combination of injuries and pass rush pressure revealed a critical point. A game plan only works when all components are at full capacity. Monken admitted the team didn't execute as intended, but stressed that preparation and adaptability remain priorities, so setbacks like this have minimal impact. This situation emphasizes the importance of having alternative solutions. The team must be ready to adjust strategy and utilize backups effectively, ensuring offensive production doesn't drop drastically in adversity. And this connects directly to the next point, sacks and constant pressure on Jackson. Protecting Lamar Jackson has been a recurring challenge for the Ravens this season. In just 4 games, the team has allowed 15 sacks, and Jackson was taken down 7 times in the home loss to Detroit. Each sack not only disrupts the offense, but also increases injury risk and impacts overall efficiency. Constant pressure forces Jackson to improvise, make quick decisions, and sometimes take risks, altering the offense's rhythm. Plays that normally work become harder to complete, making third down conversions and complex play execution even more challenging. The offense must adapt quickly on the fly, and Monken has to adjust the plan in real time. Despite these struggles, the team still produces, but physical and mental fatigue is visible. Each hit demands precision, focus, and coordination from all players, and the Ravens need to find ways to maintain consistent offensive performance under intense stress. This brings us to a crucial point: having a reliable backup if Jackson can't play. Cooper Rush becomes key, ensuring the team can keep producing points and executing plays even under adversity. Our focus in the next topic. Todd Monken emphasized that Cooper Rush is fully prepared to take over the offense if Lamar Jackson can't play. Rush has experience stepping in for starting quarterbacks and has trained extensively with Monken to adapt to the Ravens' offensive style. While his game differs from Jackson's, he can maintain efficiency and help the team keep scoring. Rush's preparation is detailed and practical. Monken highlighted that even if some plays need to be adjusted for the backup quarterback style, the team can still be effective and efficient, keeping the offense moving and converting third downs. This shows the Ravens prepare for the unexpected and know how to minimize injury impacts on performance. Having Rush ready gives the team peace of mind and allows Monken to focus on strategic adjustments without having to improvise drastically. A reliable backup is essential to maintain the offense's elite standard, even when Jackson isn't 100% on the field. This preparation naturally leads to the next point: a stretch of home games that will be critical for regaining rhythm, adjusting the offense, and testing consistency under pressure. The Ravens now face a stretch of 3 consecutive home games, starting with the matchup against the Los Angeles Rams. These games are a chance to regain confidence and fix mistakes from previous games, especially the one against Kansas City. The team needs to fine-tune execution, protect the quarterback, and turn opportunities into points. Home field advantage helps, but it doesn't guarantee wins. The team will need to maintain offensive consistency, manage injuries, and protect Lamar Jackson or Cooper Rush as needed. Every detail matters, from the offensive line, the precise route execution, and quick decision-making on the field. The Week 7 bye offers a chance for recovery and focused practice, but before that, the Ravens must play with maximum intensity. Performance during this stretch will test not only the offense's capability, but also the team's resilience under pressure and adversity. In the end, what we've seen so far is a talented team with highs and lows, facing criticism and physical challenges, but still carrying huge potential. Monken and Harbaugh remain aligned in their pursuit of excellence, and the upcoming games will be decisive in showing whether the Ravens can overcome difficulties and reaffirm themselves as one of the NFL's elite offenses. It's clear the Ravens have a powerful offense, but they also face massive challenges. Between internal criticism, injuries, constant pressure on Lamar Jackson, and the need for quick adjustments, Todd Monken and the entire coaching staff are being tested like never before. Every detail matters, and every game from here on out will be critical in proving whether the team can maintain elite-level performance. The preparation of Cooper Rush, Monken's work to fix mistakes, and the team's response to adversity show the Ravens aren't going to crumble easily. But the big question remains: can they turn all this pressure into wins and regain the momentum they showed at the start of the season? Ultimately, what really matters is the team's ability to adapt and overcome obstacles. The season is still wide open, and every game will count in determining whether Baltimore can solidify its place among the NFL's top teams.
And if you, just like me, are passionate about the world of football and want to learn more about the Ravens' legacy, don't leave this video without sharing it with that friend who is also a Baltimore Ravens fan and will love this content. See those video suggestions on your screen? The first one was handpicked just for you, and the other is a recommendation from YouTube itself.